Hi, Coach Nate and Z here. We're working on mount today. The most important thing about mount is controlling the position. If I go straight for an attack as soon as I get to mount, unless I really know what I'm doing or my teammate makes a mistake, I'm going to end up losing the position, ending up in their guard, or I may even end up on bottom. So I really need to work on controlling the position, and that's what we're going to work on today. Okay. All right, so when I'm in mount, there's multiple positions I can be in. Right here, I'm by her hips. And when I'm on her hips, I'm gonna really feel every single bridge. Most importantly, with every one of these positions, I wanna pinch my knees together. My knees are pinched in and my feet are tucked and heavy on the floor, okay? Now, when I'm on her hips, as she does any kind of bump, not even a bridge, just as soon as she bumps, I'm gonna really feel that. And I'm gonna move every time, okay? It's like riding a roller coaster. So when I'm on her hips, I need to be prepared to do a couple things. One, as she bumps and my hands go to the mat, I don't just stop in one place. I move them and kind of patter like the rain is what I call it. So as she bumps, and I'm here. If she bumps again and I just leave them in one spot, it gives her something to work with for a mount escape. So that's very important. Okay. Now, the other thing I can do when I'm here in low mount by the hips is I can do what we call rodeo mount. As she bumps, I ride with it too. As she bumps, I come up, so that it makes a little bit of space there and I don't feel it, okay? Now, right here, she's making a frame. For me to attack, I need to get a little bit higher and break this frame. So my knees come up. Now I'm in what we call attack mount, where I'm sitting on her ribs, my knees are pinched, my feet are in, and I've got access to arms, collar, so there's a lot of things I can do here, okay? When I'm here, there's a couple things I like to do. I don't like to stay tall. It makes you, you feel too much of everything. I'm close enough to her hips, I can still feel that bump. So I like to get low and use my chest to cross face her. So low here, and my chest will be on her face and cross face her, making her look one direction. If I'm making her look this direction, I know that she can only bump this direction. Her bumps are gonna be a lot weaker this direction, so her escape route's gonna be that way. That's one of the reasons I like doing this. I'm using my chest to cross face her, and then my hands are still free, okay? Now, I also call this airplane arms. When my hands come out to the mat like this, we call this airplane arms in kids class. As soon as I get to mount, this is the first thing I do. I get airplane arms, I get low, I put my chest on their face, and I stay here, wait till I control the position. I like to do what I call cook 'em, where I'm cooking my teammate, softening her up a little bit so the submissions are become a little easier, okay? Now, I'm up a little bit higher in high mount. There's a couple less attack options for me. It's a little bit harder for me to get to her collar. The angle's not quite there, but this position really sucks to be in on bottom and it's harder to escape. So it's also a very good controlling position, okay? From high mount, I got a couple different options as well. I can do what we call side saddle mount, where one knee comes up high and this one comes right here in low by her hips, and I'm pinching in. So it allows me to be a little more mobile. She's not even feeling a ton of weight from this position. She's a little more mobile, and it allows me access to her collar, her arms, things like that, okay? And then we've also got S mount, which I'll cover really quickly, here, where I'm shaped like an S, and this really is a effective position to be in. It allows me to control and attack her arms a little bit more too, okay? I can also cross face while in the mount here. The problem with this is that now I've only got one hand free, right? And this arm's trapped. So if she were to be able to roll the other way, I'm already giving her one of my arms to trap, okay? While I'm in kind of this attack mount position and I go low, for those that have longer legs, I personally like to tuck my feet in underneath her hips right here. It's harder for her to access my feet to trap them and roll, but I've also got shorter legs. For those that have longer legs, I want to do what we call a grapevine. When my leg weaves through like this on both sides, it makes it hard for her to bridge and do anything. The problem with this is as I'm grapevine, that also makes me come lower and I can't attack much, okay? All right, so these are the controlling positions and tips to stay in mount and control from it. And next time we'll work on submissions from here. Thanks, see you next time.